Hello, my name is Katrina Pilkington, and if you don't know who I am a certified personal trainer, Beachbody Live master trainer, as well as an insanity instructor, and a whole slew of other classes that I love to teach. My purpose in doing this video today was to help you get to know who I am, because it seems that a lot of people know who I am now, but they don't understand where I come from and where I came from to lead me to where I am today. And I would love to open up a little bit about that journey, because it's a lot of the reason why I am where I am and who I am today. My conversation with you today is going to be twofold. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, why I became an insaniac, why I love this format so much, and also about modifications and where I started from to lead me to where I am physically now. So 5 years ago, let me take you back to where I was. I was a very different person, and I'm going to try to use adjectives to take you back to that place. I don't have any pictures of myself at my absolute heaviest, but I come from a weight loss journey of being about 170 pounds, which is about 55 pounds overweight. I am 5'2", and that frame is pretty small. I have yo-yo dieted my whole life, and I was tired of the yo-yo. In 2010, I had gained back almost every single pound that I had lost originally to get down to my smallest, because I did it all the wrong way. I was diet fatting. I was diet pilling. I was doing everything you shouldn't do, including working out oodles of time a day. And I finally realized I needed to make a change. So I'd started running and I'd started working out in a really healthy way, but I hit a wall and I hit a plateau because I wasn't sure what the know-how was to break through that. I was watching TV late one night and I discovered the Insanity infomercial, and I said to myself, if these people could do this workout and it's this crazy, then at least I can say I tried it. And if for some reason I don't do really well with it, well, at least I tried it and it didn't work out, right? So I was able to start the 60-day program, and it literally, for lack of a better term, changed my life. That person that was broken, overweight, smoking, drinking habitually, partying all the time, negative, complaining, never wanting to take the long way, wanting to always take the shortcut, had finally found a way to fix herself from the inside out. And I'll never forget my first fit test. The fit test is 8 insanity exercises, all done at your level, as much as you can, as long as you can, for a minute, as many reps as you can. And I remember cursing at the television and being super upset that I was doing this 25-minute long workout, but I knew that I could get through it. And I remember Sean in the video telling the group, you know, you can always do this. You're only going to get better. It doesn't get harder. And that motto has stuck with me ever since then. I did the full 60-day program. At the same time, I met my husband, who was my boyfriend, then my fiance, and then my husband. And he didn't at the time do the full program with me. He was more of a weights junkie, and that's okay. He still supported me in every way he could. He came in the room and like cheered me on or did a couple reps with me and then left. But he was always there to root me on. And that support was, you know, invaluable because it helped me through. And after the full 60-day program, I had lost about 20 to 25 pounds in just 2 months. And I felt an internal change in myself. I not only had become this person addicted to hard work exercise-wise, I realized that being patient with the process and going through the full program was going to teach me how to build my body the way I needed to, the right way. I was able to eat properly and continue to get better at what I was fueling with and build muscle without losing fat, which is my favorite part about Insanity. I was controlling my body, using my body as my equipment to strength train and cardio train at the same time. So remember that girl also wasn't meant for fitness. I grew up in a household where my brother was the one that liked to play sports. I was not. I was the book nerd. I was actually an artist. I was painting and drawing, and I never grew up playing one sport a day in my life. I barely watched sports except basketball because it was really cool when Michael Jordan was playing, and it just changed. All of a sudden now in my 30s, I'm addicted to fitness, and I realize that it's not just about changing your body on the outside. It's about figuring out how to embrace hard work and how to push yourself to do the uncomfortable things to see the results on the back end. I was the girl who also, like I said, I like the quick fix, right? I never even liked to publicly speak. It terrified me until I discovered that in 2013, I could become an Insanity instructor. And I saw that I found my passion, which was encouraging me to step out of my comfort zone and allow me to speak, because I was speaking about something I loved so much. I was able to stand up in front of people now and talk about my story, talk about my journey, because I feel so much passion for it, and it's not so scary anymore. I went on to take a chance at auditioning to become an Insanity Live Master Trainer, and completed the program to now be able to pay that forward. So being able to certify other people to teach this format is a huge passion of mine. My goal is twofold with instructors and with students. With students, I never want you to forget where I came from. Never. When I'm standing in front of a class, I have a habit of telling them, don't forget how much weight I've lost. Don't forget where I came from. Because when I'm pushing you because I know that you have the potential, and I just want you to tap into it and push past the mental block and physically see the change in your body. And I also want to teach people to start at step 1 and get to step 2. With instructors, it's the same thing. I want to teach them that they can be, speakers and present to others and get past that scariness to help other people do a workout that they feel so passionate about. When it comes to being an instructor and also being a participant, I always tell people my story, because I want you to remember that when I first started back in 2010, I wasn't doing power jumps like a champ. I wasn't doing push-ups with my knees lifted up. I was probably not using a lot of good form because nobody was fixing me. But I had to start somewhere. So what I'd like to teach people too is that modification is not a disorder. It's not a disease. It's not a bad thing. It's smart. When you start from step 1 to progress your body to step 2, when you start, for example, in a push-up with those knees down, with that straight line from your shoulder to your knee, and you start focusing on getting that chest to the ground versus worrying about the legs being lifted, your strength will come naturally and your chest will respond as a result. Then you can slowly see that strength build into your core. Your core can then lift up those knees, and then you can do a full-out push-up. But there's nothing wrong with starting at step 1. And so when I teach a master class, or when I teach a class and you see me jump sometimes but not others, it's to show that there's all levels that are welcome in the Insanity Live class. Every single person should come in feeling like they can do this workout at their level and leave feeling successful. Also leave knowing, hey, I can do a little better next time, and I'm going to keep getting stronger if I just keep at this. That's the goal with Insanity.